Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Red Cross, and I'm gonna start here and say this game right here, Sly Cooper, created by Sucker Punch Productions, is my third favorite game of all time next to Jak and Daxter and Kingdom Hearts. And I want to let you guys know something. I really enjoy all three of these games. And my personal favorite, well, I should get this out of the way too. I also like Thieves in Time as well. Thieves in Time was okay. Not good as the first three, but Thieves in Time was pretty good in my opinion. But another um what I wanted to say is why I don't understand, not been understanding for a while, is why people choose this game, Sly 2, which is my second favorite next to my all-time favorite, Slide the Slide trilogy and games, is Sly 3. And why? But first, I'm gonna tell you why. Because honestly, I think both stories are equally dark in a way. But what I like about what Sly 2 did over this game, Sly 1, Devious Raccoonus, is that it added more playable characters. And it was a longer game. And it had more gameplay options and better missions. And more power ups and abilities. And more collectibles. And when Sly 3 came out, what I liked about it more, they even put even more characters. Even from previous bad guys from these two. And I really liked about that because each character had its own unique abilities and power ups and strengths, weaknesses, limits, and I really like about it. And I like the bosses equally between Sly 2, 1, and 3. Even though Sly 1 and 3 were more the most gimmicky ones. And Sly 3 is my all-time favorite because I like how all three characters can pickpocket and money can get added to your money count without having gone the thief net to sell things or sell it, and not just Sly can pickpocket. Also, what people I don't understand about what people say, I don't understand how people like Sly 2 over Sly 3. I mean, Sly 3 is amazing, don't get me wrong. All I like about it is just it's a longer game. What I hate about it between Sly 1 and Sly 3, out of the three, is that you can't replay missions or bosses. I mean, you can, but it's really limited and really not as good. But with Sly 1 and 3, honestly, I like Sly 1 and 3 more than Sly 2. Yeah, kind of lied. Sly 2 is my third favorite. It just for a good reason though. It's not just you can't. It's just that you can't replay missions or bosses like they can, like you just said, and that kind of you got to restart the whole game in a new file. And I don't like that about video games. That's kind of the reason why I like Sonic 3 and Knuckles over Sonic CD. Not because it's a longer game, but it has more gameplay options, more characters, power ups and abilities, collectibles. Well, it's just the collectibles can make you do cooler certain things. Just like Sly 3 has more power ups and abilities than Sly 2 does for each character. And when you you can replay missions in Sly 3, not in Sly 2. Because I want to get this out here. If Sly 2 can replay missions, it'd probably be equally favorite with Sly 3. And I would like it way better than Sly 1. But like I said, in Sly 3, like Sly 1, when you replay bosses and missions, you can use the abilities and power ups that you obtained and bought on the thief net and use them there to your advantage. It makes the game more solid and more fun of a platform. I really like that feature about 1 and 3 and 4 over 2. Like Sly Cooper 1 Thieves Raccoonus and Sly 3 are both 10s in my opinion. Sly 2 is just it's a really good game. It's fantastic. But just since it lacks a replayability codes and replayability selectives, and honestly, I don't care if people don't like about that, but I think that's really cool. And honestly, I don't see any point of new gaming it if you can replay the missions over and over again with the powers and collectibles. I mean, people do it for the nostalgia, but that's just my opinion. But just because Sly 3 a shorter game than Sly 2 shouldn't make it better. I mean, Sonic CD was a shorter game than Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And most back then people said Sonic CD was the better game. Even Screw Attack Death Battle even said it. Not because it was shorter, they just thought it was a better game overall in ways. While Sly 3 had well, the reason why people choose Sonic 3 is because it's longer and it has more power ups and abilities. But they never said that back then, till now. Now Sonic CD is becoming the least favorite because it hasn't aged very well. Except to some. I could be wrong, but yeah, Sly 3 is hands down the best in the Sly trilogy, in my opinion. Like I said. And honestly, I don't think that's fair. Because most people thought Sonic CD was better than Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And Sonic, like I said, Sonic CD was shorter, much shorter, and had less content than Sonic 3 and Knuckles besides animation cutscenes and two different endings. Well, Sonic 3 has 9 different endings. Or 12 if you count after the end credits. And honestly, yeah, I mean, I played through Sly 2 like 3 or 5 times now, and I really enjoyed it. But it's more like a 9.5, but while Sly 1 and 3 are 10s, in my opinion. And Jak and Daxter, I don't new game that either. Like, I don't new game Sonic 3 and Knuckles anymore. Since I got all the collectibles and power-ups and abilities and hyper forms. And I can replay the missions without new gaming it. But I do like Sonic CD 2. It's like my third favorite Sonic game next to Mania and 3. But the only reason why I would do getting that because I don't have a choice. And that's why I renew Sly 2 because I don't have a choice but to replace Sly 2 if I wanted to get the good experience again. And Jak and Daxter, only Jak 1 I only do that with. Since there's no way to replay the missions again. I do get on the collectibles as well. But Jak 2 and 3 and X, I hate the Lost Frontier. Yeah, I'm one of those two. But I play them on the hardest difficulty, hero mode, because all the powers and abilities, well, not powers, dark and light power, not the dark and light powers, in Jak 2 and 3, in Jak X, all the guns, and you can unlock cheat codes quicker and make the game broken. You know, it's still fun that way. And it made the guns limitless ML. And it makes the game a lot less stressful. But yeah, I do enjoy Sly 2, don't get me wrong. But Sly 3 just it just does so much more, even though it's a shorter game. But like I said, that's not fair because when people said Sonic CD was better, Sonic CD was a much shorter game than Sonic 3, and I think Sonic 2 as well. Same amount as Sonic 1, and a lot of people would choose Sonic 1 over Sonic 2, and I think Sonic 2 and Sonic CD are the Sonic CDs the best. And those two are way shorter than Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I mean, of course, I see why nobody likes Sonic, maybe they like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because nobody knew how to get all the collectibles or even play the game to its max, and that's why they don't know how good the game is if they don't do all that. And that sucks, and that's not fair. And it sucks you need two cartridges in order to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles and get the full experience of Sonic 3, but it's worth it. And Sonic Adventure, same thing. I don't new game Sonic Adventure 1 or 2 because once I beat it, I could just replay the missions with all the power ups and abilities. I don't see any point of new gaming it if you can, unless you have no choice. If you want to play the game to its full experience again. And Sonic Unleashed. I haven't new gamed any Sonic game or Mario game before because if I could just repel the missions with all the power ups, abilities, and all the items collected, what's the point in use? But yeah, so that's all I gotta say. So comment down below, subscribe, dislike, whatever, like or dislike. Thanks. Later. Peace.